Okay, so you want a GoPro or an action camera, but you don't want to pay GoPro prices. Where does that bring you? That brings you to Amazon, and that brings you to this guy. This guy is doesn't have a brand name on it. Let me find out what the brand name is. Find out really quick what the brand name is. Arztu action camera, sports camera, 1080p, full HD, waterproof underwater camera. It's got 1-star reviews on Amazon. I just thought, let's buy it. Let's see how bad can it truly be for £15 it was. I think it's 50 now. It might be full price now. It wasn't full price when I bought it. Can't be that bad. Like, no harm, no foul if I spend £15 and I've got a decent little camera. And if it's only £15 if there's nothing good about it. And there might be some good things about it. Specifications on the back. 1080p plus waterproof is a lie a little bit because it isn't fully 1080p. 15 frames per second there. I don't know if you can get that. 15 frames. 720 will give you 30 frames. 140 degree lens, super wide. So that could be exciting. Waterproof up to 30 meters. A 1.5 or a 2-inch LCD touchscreen, multi-language, whatever that means. A micro SD card not included. I've got one of those here just in case we needed it, which we did because it wasn't in there. Battery, 1.5 hours. Micro USB. It's little. It's got a load of accessories with it. So let's open it up and see if it's any good. Oh, there's no tape on it. It's just going to come out like that. Okay. So, we have got here the actual camera, GoPro-esque, no Pro is probably what I'm going to call it, so we'll put that there, put that at the back here, there we go. Then we've got I guess a shock mount, that looks like it'll go on a tripod, so that's good. All your standard little, it's kind of like a little GoPro accessory kit, so you get in, that's the little knobby one that will attach to these, I guess. It will attach to the camera as well on the bottom, no? Then you've got the clips on the bottom there, almost like a GoPro. I don't know what that is. I guess that's for a bike handle, maybe? I don't know if you can get that there. Maybe for a bike handle. That's your micro USB, which I guess charges it. I'm not really sure. There's no documentation in the box. And then you've got one battery here, which is the lightest battery I've ever felt in my... Listen to that. That's the lightest battery I've ever... I mean, it doesn't sound like it's a battery. It's awful. Right, so that's where you get £15. Throw that out of the way. And then you've got a little strap there. I guess a wrist strap for the GoPro. Not for the GoPro, for the... I can't keep calling it a GoPro. They're going to get annoyed if you see this. Waterproof housing. Sports cam. Little sticky mount as well. You get a lot with it. I don't know what the quality's like. The camera, like I say, that's barely a battery. Listen to that. Horrifying. So you get a lot of stuff with it. There's a document that's for the box out of the way because we don't need that right now. Documentation that you get with it. It gives you a little thing of what you can do with every single. I don't know if you can get that there. There's not any shot on it. There's no light on it. But yeah. That's everything you can do with it, all the combinations of it. There's a lot of different combinations. You can mount it to your helmet. You can mount it to your wrist, bikes. And then you've got a getting started guide. Let's get the getting started guide done. How do you open this thing is the first thing. Never used a full GoPro. I've only ever used a solo. I think it's called the solo. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to take apart. So that's the waterproof thing off, and that's the actual unit, the actual camera. They're very light, very poorly built. Sounds awful. Doesn't sound well built. It just sounds kind of like flimsy. There's an OK button on the top. I don't know if it's a touch screen. Doesn't say it's a touch screen, but who knows at this point. So has it got the battery in there already? Well, the battery compartment's awful to get into. The battery compartment is like that guy there. So let's pop that. Right, so it's got a battery in there. Let's hope it's got power. Oh, okay. Battery doesn't go straight back down. This might be why it's got a 1-star review on Amazon. Okay. Okay. Are we in? We're in, right, okay. Little HD camera. Let's open this thing. Right, so SD card unleash goes in the side. I guess it just slots in that way. Presses in. doesn't feel like it's going in. Is it going in that way? No, it does not go in. So shoddily made, this thing. Right, SD card does not stay in. Oh no, there we go. Right, it's clicked in. And then I guess we've got a screen cover on here. It did say on the Amazon listing, beware, don't think that your screen's cracked. It's not cracked. You've just got a screen protector on when you pick it up. So, let me try and get that off there. That's not coming off there. Let me turn it on. Let's just turn it on and see what we get. Got any power in here? Yes? No? We've not got any power. Have we? Let me plug it into the USB. Hang on. Have we got a wire long enough? I think I have. I've got one on the floor somewhere here. Because I anticipated this was going to happen. Right, so micro USB into the side like that. Got any power? Got a little bit of power. I don't know if you heard that when it just popped on. Let me just do that again. It's got like a little weird turning on noise. Terrifying noise to make. Okay, it's on. Right, so that the 1080 mode is kind of... Let me do a little bit of recording with it. How do you record? Do you just press this? You just press the OK button, okay. So there's my little camera set up there. I think it's recording at 15 frames a second now. So I'm going to wave at it. 15 frames a second at 1080. It's kind of not very well made in the slightest. Doesn't feel good. But if the footage is fine, then it's fine. Oh, it's got a little zoom on it. A terrible little digital zoom. Let me get that on there as well. Right, so there's your little digital zoom. Straight into the little setup we've got here. It doesn't even seem to be in colour. Oh, it is in colour. So if we get a little zoom in on the little Mickey Mouse there. Okay. What else have we got here? Let's go mode. And that's how you play back. That's how you switch between modes. Here at the front here is how you switch between I'm just going to take a photo or I'm just going to take a video. The sound effects are bad, man. Right, how do I change the resolution? Mode switching. Turn the camera on and press the power button until you cycle through the camera modes. On. There's settings. The menu is kind of... Oh no, that's just audio recording. I'm not interested in that. This is so annoying. The playback's kind of awful as well. On the actual unit. It's really crackly. Found out how to actually do this. We can do this. Turn the camera on and repeatedly press the power and mode button. Okay, we've got that. I feel like this is never going to work out for me. I'm going to hold... Oh, there we go. Hold the button works. Right, so the instructions are wrong. Holding the button works. So we're going to drop it down to 720p. We're going to turn off the timestamp because we don't need the timestamp. A motion detector in here. Don't know how well that works. Video timer, voice record. Okay, right. So we're good. How do I escape from that now? Okay. So this is the 720 recording that I'm doing now. This is the recording that you would actually use, I guess, because it's 30 frames a second. So we're going to actually use this in the video now. Does it look any good? I don't know if I can't tell if it looks any good. I'm going to turn it here. That's kind of what it looks like there. You should be able to see me there like that now. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's shockproof, first of all. I guess it needs to be in the case to be shockproof. So let me put it in the case. Right, so it's not fully in the case. I guess it presses. It's turned itself off mid-record, which is not a good thing, I don't think. I'm breaking the whole thing. I think I've just broke the whole case. No, I haven't. We're good. We're good with the case. Okay. So, what have we learned here? We've learned that you get what you pay for. £15 worth of camera is going to get you this. Video quality, who knows? I don't know right now. To address the elephant in the room, the 15 frames per second recording on 1080p. If you want more than that, get a different action camera. This is not a sound investment if you're looking to record anything more than like terrible little footage. So yeah, you get a lot of stuff with it, which I guess you could use for an actual GoPro. I mean, this is kind of like a shockproof GoPro mount. Let me pop that there. See if we can get. This is so awkward to take apart. So pull that. That goes up like that. That goes on like that, and then it's shockproof, waterproof. I don't know how I'm supposed to stop it recording when it's inside there. Oh, these buttons work still. No? Yeah, they do, kind of. Not well, but they do a little bit. Yeah, I can't recommend it. It's kind of backwards. It's kind of not... It's exactly what I was expecting for £15, if I'm being honest. It could be better. I mean, it's not 15 at the moment. Let me say how much it actually is at the moment, because 15 is being... yeah, £60. Let's see how the footage is before I say let's get a £60 thing. It's definitely not 1080p. You're not going to be using it for anything useful. You're going to be using it for messing around. So maybe if, I don't know, maybe you want to get it for your kids. Maybe you want to just strap this to your helmet if you want to. But I would probably, from what I've seen here, from the fact that it's all in pieces and this feels like paper, this feels like it will catch fire if you try and use it as a battery. Probably get a GoPro, is what we've learned here. But, like I say, I'm going to test the footage. We'll add the footage to the end of this video, or during this video when I've recorded a little bit, and see if we can, see if it is worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. It's not worth £50, not worth £60, but might be worth the 15 I paid, maybe. Yeah. There's not a lot else to say about it. That's it open. There's a lot of accessories, so that's good. But on the whole, probably not that much of a bargain. And I don't know if there's anything else to say with it. So, I didn't remember the brand name. Arztu. 1080p action camera that isn't really 1080p. Not a recommended one. Unless the footage is good, and then I'll immediately change my mind. But you won't know that because I can't perform miracles. I can't go forward in time to come back in time. And I'm not going to finish recording this video again, so yeah. Would not recommend for what it is. It's just bad. So, this is the camera. Didn't record any sound when I was just recording with it. The battery's made of paper. The case is pretty well made. I don't mind the case. The buttons are there. You can press the buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this a day. Let's call the unboxing done. The unboxing's done. It's pretty rubbish. The package doesn't have... I mean, it has a lot of nice accessories, but the camera itself is kind of useless. So what I'm going to do is to give it a fair run. We'll take it outside, we'll mess around with it a little bit, we'll see if we can't get some footage of it and see what it comes up with. But at the moment, I can't recommend this at all. But do go and buy it if you want to buy it. I mean, test it out for yourself. But you're better off with your phone, you're better off investing in the GoPro, better off with anything other than this. There might be better action cameras out there. But this is this would work for a dash cam. It's kind of got the same image quality you'd expect from maybe like a Soviet Russian dash cam, the ones where you see things happening in the distance. It's always in Russia where it's happening. So yeah, we could do with the, we could use this for a dash cam. It'd work perfectly. Not so much for this, not so much for anything useful. There's a little mount for a tripod. We could probably stick that on a tripod. Probably stick it on a griller pod. Take it outside, mess around with it, put it underwater is what I do want to do with it. But yeah. That is that. Thank you for watching. Hope you like the new video style, by the way. I'm very far away, but I've got a big wide angle lens on. Yeah, tell me how you think the video went. Tell me how you think it looks. Tell me how you think I can improve in future. And don't buy one of these cameras because they're a waste. I'll send you this one. If you want this camera, tell me about it. I will send it to you. Do it on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back with another unboxing of hopefully something better next time. Thank you. Bye.